Hi, this is Caroline Cousins of www.transformationalenergyexpert.com, at Quantum Healer 1 for my Twitter account, and Facebook is Transformational Energy Expert. Okay, today I'm talking about parallel lifetimes and how to bring those parallel lifetime experiences and feelings into this lifetime now. Okay, so every single lifetime we've lived it on a parallel basis as well. So we have lived every single scenario of each lifetime that we've ever lived. And this is why it's probably more effective to go into a parallel lifetime and bring those feelings into this lifetime rather than to regress into a past lifetime. And I trained in past life regression as a hypnotherapist many years ago, and I've done many past life regressions with many people, and I see other lifetimes myself in my third eye for other people. But my feeling is that we actually only need to go into parallel lifetimes and pull the feeling that we want and bring it into this lifetime. That is the most important thing that we can do if we want to change circumstances, events, vibrations in this lifetime, apart from clearing old blocks and feelings and accepting things that have gone on before, accepting experiences that have gone on before. Okay, so every single lifetime we've ever lived, we've lived again and again and again and again from a parallel lifetime perspective. So we've acted out every single scenario, okay, for every single lifetime. So this lifetime that we are living right now, you've already lived this maybe 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, who knows. You've acted out every single scenario. And you have experienced everything you've wanted to experience, everything you haven't wanted to experience, but you've lived it already. So at a quantum level, time as we know it now doesn't really exist in the same way. So at a quantum level, we are able to tap into a parallel lifetime through using our imagination, and we are able to find those feelings that we had that we would have liked to bring into this particular reality, and we are able to bring them into this reality. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's very, very simple. It's very, very effective. It's one of the techniques I use with my clients. And often, we can use a mixture of clearing out old beliefs, clearing out old feelings from this lifetime, and sometimes occasionally from another lifetime route. But often we can complement it more with how we would like to have felt had circumstances been different, and pull that into this lifetime, and then watch the vibrations change and the universe bring us different circumstances as a result. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to think of an event or set of circumstances that you went through that you would have liked to have been different. And it might have been a different conversation with someone. It might be someone you've lost that you wish they were still alive. Perhaps they died a very early death there. It might have been something, maybe a house move you didn't want to move, maybe a pathway you took that you didn't want to take. Just choose an event or set of circumstances, and maybe it isn't actually anything significant like that. Maybe you just wish you'd behaved slightly differently or made different choices. But for the purpose of this, I'm just going to say, well, let's choose an event, okay? So choose one event, and let's just imagine it's a childhood event, because a lot of circumstances usually go back to childhood. So you close your eyes and you get yourself in a very relaxed position, and imagine now, as you're in that relaxed position, imagine you are going into a parallel reality now. And you don't have to consciously step into anything. You can just pull on it. It's your gift and your ability to do that. You can just pull on a parallel lifetime. So you can take yourself back to just before that event, okay? Let's say in childhood you were 6 years old, just as an example, and you had something happened. Maybe you had a house move, or somebody died, or you didn't do something you wish you'd done, and since then everything's sort of gone a bit skew with. Let's imagine you are before that event now. So you're in this parallel reality. You've got everybody that you know around you, and I want you to imagine what it feels like before the event, okay? And now this time you're making different choices, or different things are happening. Perhaps there isn't a house move. Perhaps you're making a different choice. Perhaps you're speaking to somebody in a different way. Perhaps that person that you lost is still alive. And I want you to move through that event. Let's say you're 6 years old and you're moving through that event at 6 years old, but this time circumstances are different, okay? So this time feelings are different, circumstances are different, you're saying things differently, you're saying things you wanted to say, you're choosing a different course of action, the person you love is still there, you're still living in the same house you wanted to live in. And I want you to imagine moving through that age now with everything being as you wanted it to be. And remember and feel what the feelings are of that, okay? So feel what the feelings are. Are you feeling a sense of joy? Are you feeling a sense of relief? Do you feel more confident? Do you feel excited? Do you feel a sense of relief? Do you feel that sense of love because the person that you love is still there? What are the feelings coming up for you? I want you to totally immerse in those feelings and take as long as you need to do that. You can pause the video to do this or just keep going if you like. But imagine that you are feeling those loving feelings. Now, what's important here is that you don't go back and inflict any revenge on anyone or say any angry words or anything like that. You want to recreate or tap into that parallel lifetime where everything has gone beautifully and smoothly and perfectly, and you want to capture those feelings from that parallel lifetime and bring them into this lifetime. So imagine now you're moving through that 6-year-old event and everything's different. And I want you to watch in your mind's eye how things start to unfold as a result of that event. Watch what happens at 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, or however old you are. Watch it unfold as you're growing up in that parallel lifetime now. And remember those feelings, feel those feelings, bring them in. But this is the important thing. I want you to hold on to those magical, loving, joyful feelings, those feelings of confidence, joy, love, security, safety, all of those things for at least 3 minutes, because it takes 3 minutes of holding that vibration for those vibrations to come into manifestation. Okay, so hold on to those feelings for at least 3 minutes. The longer you can do that, the more that has a chance of manifesting in your life. So you're moving through, you're growing up. Now you're growing up to present day in that parallel lifetime. And maybe all of your circumstances are completely changed. So just go with it in that parallel lifetime. And I want you to see yourself moving into the future in your parallel lifetime, still holding on to that love, still holding on to that peace, still holding on to that joy, that safety, that security, that confidence within yourself, okay? Now, with those feelings you're still holding on to for at least 3 minutes, I want you then to imagine they're all pulled together in a beautiful balloon. And it can be any colour you want as the balloon, and it's got a long string attached to it. And imagine you're pulling that balloon with all of those feelings in now into this lifetime, and you're putting that balloon into your heart. And you're really feeling those feelings now into your heart. So you're putting in that parallel lifetime into this lifetime, into 0 point right now, because there is only now, okay? So you're putting in that experience of the same lifetime, but lived in a parallel way, so lived in a different set of circumstances, but you're pulling that into this lifetime. You're converging those timelines into this lifetime now, putting it into your heart, holding those feelings again for at least 3 minutes, okay? Feel those feelings, feel what it feels like, and then wake up and you let it go completely, okay? But those feelings stay with you. But you don't need to think about that parallel lifetime again. You just need to let it go. Surrender it now to the universe, because you've got those feelings and they're there in your heart, and they should stay with you as well. There's an inner sense of peace, inner sense of love, as if everything is very different. And then you just have to let it go, not think about it again, not say any affirmations, and just know it is done, okay? Now, the wonderful thing that happens is that your vibrations have changed as a result of pulling on that parallel lifetime experience. And because your vibrations have changed, the universe, through the law of attraction, has to respond to those changed vibrations. And this is why it's important that you let that go, because you have to just know it's done, okay? You don't have to keep saying affirmations over and over and over again. You just know that you've held on to that feeling for so long that you've changed the vibration, you've changed the frequency, the universe has to respond to that different frequency. And then you watch the synchronistic events begin to happen in your life. So opportunities will start coming in over the course of days, weeks, months, maybe even sooner than that. But things begin to change for you as a result of that. And you might even find your confidence is growing. You feel more at peace. You feel more content with life because something somewhere has shifted in your perception and in the feelings, and you've held on to those feelings, and therefore you can bring them into manifestation. See how you get on. Okay, bye.